My knees are bad, not that bad.
That's really all we want.
I am Sergeant Carrie Davies with the Irvine Police Department. Last name is spelled D-A-V-I-E-S. Today, May 4th, at approximately 1 o'clock in the afternoon, we responded to an address here on Red Apple reference a possible homicide investigation. Upon arrival, we located 2 males inside the residence and immediately detained them. And at this time, their involvement is not known. We also located a deceased female on the ground inside the residence. At this time, our detectives are still investigating what happened here. From what we understand, there's additional people that live at the residence, so we're trying to figure out who's involved and who lives here and who doesn't live here. And that's basically where we're at right now with this investigation.
Is the deceased, do we know if she's like a homeowner, a mom? Or?
We don't know. We know she's obviously it's a female, and she's the only one deceased inside, and that's all we know at this point.
Can you give an approximate age?
I don't have an approximate age for you right now.
And you don't know her relationship? You said it's a domestic, but you don't know her relationship
Yeah,
with the other two involved?
So once we have the coroner come out and determine her identity, obviously next of kin has not been notified, so we're going to hold off on releasing too many details about her at this point.
So the 2 men, you have 2 men detained,
right.
Not arrested?
Detained.
Okay. And do we know their ages?
We do not have their ages. We know that they were found just inside the residence, and they'll be speaking to our detectives to figure out what their involvement is, if any.
But you do believe you have everyone involved in custody?
At this time, yes, we do believe we have everybody that we need to talk to, and there is no threat to the community.
How did she die?
We don't have that information at this point. That'll be determined by the coroner's office once they do the autopsy.
You can't say whether it was shooting or stabbing or...
No, not at this point.
Do we know who called 911?
That's all part of the investigation. There's, like I said, there's some moving parts inside the house trying to figure out who belongs here and who doesn't. And so we want to make sure we talk to everybody and figure out who belongs here and who doesn't before we release any more information.
Were there any children at the home at the time?
No children at the home.
No approximate age on the men detained?
No.
And there was nobody else in the house other than the 2 men detained?
Yes, that's correct. 2 men detained and the deceased female.
Anything else we're missing, Sergeant?
No, we'll have more information for you guys as we get more information. Once the detectives are able to talk to these 2 gentlemen, we should be able to release more information in the coming hours or in the next day.
So they're detained, but not arrested.
Correct.
But you don't believe that there's any possible other outstanding suspects.
That's correct.
First and last name is spelled out for me.
Carrie Davies, K-A-R-I-E-D-A-V-I-E-S.
Perfect.